What's up guys, welcome back. We're back in the Mage Tower. We're doing another viewer request. This is Assassination Rogue. And just like our most recent videos, I'm going to show you how to gear to take this fight down. You won't need everything here, but I do want to show you what the big power gains in the tower are. Your Season 3, 2, or 4 set. I actually have 4 set on my Rogue, which is a nice departure from my last couple tunes. The weapon embellishment, Dark Moon Sigil Symbiosis. If you combine that with the Dark Moon Trinket Symbiosis, and a crafted armor piece with the Writhing Armor Banding embellishment, that will all scale up to 70% versatility in the tower after 50 seconds of combat. Crystalline Radiance on your chest, that's 100 main stat, and a Stormbound Armor Kit on your legs, that's 123 main stat, and a giant chunk of stamina. And Defender's March on your boots will give you a similar chunk of stamina. Authority of the Depths on both daggers are going to be your best weapon enchant. And on your cloak, Chant of Leeching Fangs and Bracer's Chant of Armored Leech, that'll give you a little bit over 12% leech in the Mage Tower. The War Within Blasphemite gem is 24 main stat, that's the highest main stat you can get on a gem. And then you have 3 older gems. Leviathan's Eye of Agility is 23 agi, and then the Sabers and Kraken's Eyes of Agility, that's 19 main stat each. Your disc belt procs don't do anything in the tower either, but the secondary stats from the gem is going to be better than just a normal belt. And you can also add some consumables. Boralus Blood Sausage will give you 39 main stat. Defiled Augment Rune, 11 main stat. Greater Flask of the Currents, another 69 main stat. And if you want to be a little extra cheeky, War Scroll Battle Shout for 3% attack power, and War Scroll of Fortitude for an extra 3% stamina. Feral Hide Drums and a superior Battle Potion of Agility. We're going to hit these on the pole. And real quick before we start, a few macros that can really help you out here. Runeseer Faljar's Empowerment is Ancestral Knowledge. It's a big explosion one-shot if you let it go off. For that cast, I recommend a Focus Kick or Exact Target macro. I'll put both of those in the description below. In addition to that, Sigryn's Blood of the Father Empowerment buffs her with an AoE damaging aura that you're not really meant to survive. For that, I use a Target Exact macro for blind. Then Jarl Velbrand actually has 2 things you really need to watch out for. He has Berserker Rage, which slows his movement speed and greatly increases damage output. You can actually sit and tank that with evasion, but you can also disable him with Kidney Shot. So I have a Target Exact macro for Kidney Shot, and there is one really killer overlap in this fight. All of the bosses will get empowered. Runeseer Faljar will wind up an Ancestral Knowledge. Shortly after that, Jarl Velbrand will Berserker Rage, and then Sigryn's going to wind up Blood of the Father. All of these are going to happen in short order. If you can have Evasion and Cloak of Shadows up, you're going to be just fine for the most part. You're going to focus on DPSing Ancestral Knowledge. When Berserker Rage starts, you're going to Evasion tank that. When Evasion falls off, you will Kidney Shot Jarl Velbrand, and right at about this time, you're also going to get the Blood of the Father cast, for which you can just hit your blind button to stop that. It's not really a big deal, but it can seem a little bit overwhelming. The ideal way to break Ancestral Knowledge is to keep doing maximum 3 target cleave damage. All of the damage from the other bosses is copied onto each other, so you'll do much more damage to one target if you're just doing your max 3 target damage rotation. So I'm going to demonstrate how you can blow up this fight real quick. We also have runes that you have to stomp out and puddles on the ground, stuff that's mostly reactive, and we'll just talk about that as we handle it. Alright, so we're going to combat Sigryn. We're going to kick the caster over to Velbrand, and we're going to get going. There's our kick, there's our Bloodlust, and away we go. First thing we're going to get is like a puddle on the ground, a knockback, and then we're looking for the Berserker Rage. That knock, Berserker Rage coming up. And we're just going to evasion tank this for a little bit since we got damage going. Then at the tail end of that, we can stun Velbrand. And not a full point, but we got runes. Oh, that was a bad shadow step, but we can get a free one all the way back. Second set of runes and Blood of the Father are going to overlap. So on the way out, it kind of starts like right as you would get that second rune. Just got to be aware of it. Here we go. Here it comes. And it's ranged, so you can just do that. I'm going to hop over this puddle, and we'll shadow step back. Not our best on puddles, but, you know, as long as you can get through them quickly, you'll kind of be okay. Yeah, Ancestral Knowledge kind of lines up with that first death mark too, or that second death mark rather. Here we go. We'll just go ahead and throw that out. This should be an easy break. And you can even just let him cast, because he's not going to cast Shadow Bolts on you right now. I do know we got Valks coming. We got a good position here. We'll just kick that. We're not really going to get much of anything. Probably get the second Blood of the Father coming up. And again, you can do that from range. Does this overlap to Bladestorm? Oh yeah, he's already gone, so here we go. And use this Blood of the Father, and the fight's already over. Make sure we vanish so we can get a good 222. We're going to call it 2 minutes in the title. And we're going to pop back in here with just some enchants on and no bloodlust to show you how to deal with like the consistent incoming damage and rougher overlaps. Alright, combat Sigryn, we kick the caster, bring everybody over to Velbrand. Get big damage going. I double shiv at the aw shiv, right? Like puddles coming up and then a knockback. And then we're dealing with the Berserker Rage from Velbrand. If we're not combo pointed up, we're gonna evasion tank it while we back all the bosses up. And you know what? We're actually gonna wait just a sec here so we can just stun them. There we go. And then at the end of the stun, we're just gonna evasion tank the rest of it out. We kick the boss, make sure we can get all of them moving towards the middle, not in the middle, but towards it. We got our runes coming up. And really don't want to send sprint unless you absolutely have to. And I guess that knockback is like a charge knockback. That's fine too. Also make sure you're hanging out near that small one so you can actually stomp it out. Sometimes it's a little finicky. And we blind Blood of the Father. We get that small rune, like I said, the finicky small rune. And here you can actually start sending in between enrages. Or if you're just feeling like you could use a little bit of a break, you can just send a full kidney on Jarl. Because that damage does get a little nuts sometimes. And you really just want to find an opportunity to use runes when you see them, because they will just disappear. They do not stay very long. It's kind of annoying how quickly they disappear. Like the ones in the tank challenge, they hang out. Man, that was an insta-pop on the Ancestral Knowledge. I'm going to let them cast for a little bit until something happens, right? And we'll kick it now because Valks are about to happen. Then a little Feint tank. Next, Sigryn Empowerment coming up. We stopped the Blade Storm with the, I think that was single point, you know, single point stun. Like, it doesn't recast it, but obviously if you could stun him for like 8 seconds, that'd be ideal. And it kind of sucked, man. I wish the golden orb stayed just a little bit longer. Let's grab that one. We're fine. We don't even need to sprint for this. We just get lined up. Stun Jarl. Stop some of those axes. We can Crimson Vial. Ancestral Knowledge. We shiv it. Got an orb over there. Okay, we're actually going to sprint this and then we'll shadow step back. Then we kick it. I like that. I'm actually going to keep Deathmark for the next one. Because sometimes they get hard to break sometimes, man. Detonation and Valks, we're fine. We got all day to move from here. And we shadow step, and it's not detonation, it is we're gonna evasion tank this Berserker Rage. Should be fine. 3 seconds left on it. We got that rune. Moving out, we're actually gonna cloak a Shadow Assist because the Valks are gonna tear us up if we don't. That's one we really wanted to save for that 5-minute mark, but you know, beggars choosers. Blade Storm, Blood of the Father, we blind Blood of the Father, we run from Blade Storm. We get that small rune, and we get that next small rune. There you go, man. I'm happy with that. That was dicey. And there's Valks. Blade Storm, single point, stuns that. Getting there on damage. Velbrand goes when he's at like 10%. There's our ancestral knowledge, so we're gonna death mark it. We're gonna faint, we're gonna shiv. Try to blast some damage. Let him cast out for just a little bit. Velbrand's out of here. We can single point stun, we can blind the Blood of the Father. We're lined up for Valks. Easy pop on this ancestral knowledge. You do have fewer targets, right? But we're gonna be okay. And we kick it at the end. And he'll actually just keep doing ancestral knowledge, right? So pop up. Really like pick and choose your uses of evasion, sprint, focus shadows, shadow step. Of course I prefer Outlaw's hook shot, but what are you gonna do? So that's Assassination Rogue. Again, I do recommend Leech on your cloak, on your bracers, Crystalline Radiance on your chest, Stormbound Armor Kit on your legs, Defender's March on your boots. That, at a bare minimum, should give you a fighting chance in there. And you can always add the embellishments, consumables, gems, stuff like that. So let me know what you think. Let me know if this was helpful at all. We're doing Closing the Eye of Eternity challenge tomorrow. That's either Frost Death Knight, Sub Rogue, Survival Hunter, Arms Warrior, and we actually have the Havoc video out for this patch already, so you can check that out, linked in the description below. You can sub to the channel to stay in the loop for future guides. We got the Kai Vezza playlist linked in the description below as well if you're still needing to finish that fight up. Best of luck on your challenges. Like the video, hype the video, share the video. I appreciate your time. As always, I will catch you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Peace.